People who were missing as a child. What happened? I was 14 when my mom dropped me off at this weekend math camp she signed me up for, then just never came back. At first, I figured something happened with her car or she got called into a double shift at the hospital. I wasn't panicking. I stayed behind after the last session on Sunday, sitting on the curb with my suitcase. The building started to close up. One of the counselors asked if I was waiting for someone. I said yeah, my mom, and she nodded like she understood. An hour passed, then 2. I tried calling her, straight to voicemail, again. Eventually, the camp director brought me inside, gave me a granola bar and a juice box like I was 5. She called the number my mom listed. No answer. Then she called the emergency contact, also my mom. I remember her face tightening like, oh, they ended up calling the cops. An officer showed up, asked a bunch of questions I didn't know how to answer. Did your mom say anything strange? Any fights lately? Where's your dad? No idea. He left when I was 6. Then they took me to the station. I spent that night in a room with cartoon wallpaper and a bunk bed that creaked every time I moved. A woman from child services said I'd just stay for a little bit until they reached my mom. Only they didn't reach her because she wasn't answering, because she wasn't in the state anymore. 2 weeks later, they found her in Arizona, living with some guy she met on Facebook. She told them she thought I was better off with someone else. She said she needed a break and assumed the state would take care of it. Like I was a library book she forgot to renew. They called it abandonment, said it was technically a felony, but she cried real hard on the phone with the social worker, said she just needed help, said she missed me. So they let her sign papers giving up her rights instead of charging her. Meanwhile, I was bouncing around foster homes. Some okay, some not. One where I had to lock my backpack in the bathroom just so no one stole my socks. I kept all my stuff in that backpack. I even slept with it zipped up beside me like a survival kit. And one day this lady named Lynn shows up. Says she used to be my kindergarten teacher. Says she saw my name in some newsletter thing and couldn't believe it. She starts visiting every week, brings snacks, talks to me like I'm a person and not a chore. 6 months later, she's standing in the living room of the foster house holding a bunch of folders and court documents and goes, how would you feel about living with me? And then, no lie, as I'm packing my stuff that night, the foster mom goes, wow, you're really leaving? Just like that? Like I'm the one who vanished.